guys are all here on time and you're smiling. Let's get that Friday silent cheer going on the count of 3. There you go. Make sure we get that in this morning. All right. Looks like I need to keep talking a little bit more. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a nice weekend. Please get outside and enjoy some of that fresh air since we've been in so long. You know what? I don't mind being inside for inside recess if we have snow outside. But when it's just cold, like, do you kind of feel like you get cheated? Yeah. You have to stay inside and there's nothing out there. So, but you know what? At 10 o'clock today, do you know what is forecast on my phone? Snow. At 10 o'clock today, it has snowflakes, so we'll have to wait and see if that happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please direct all your attention up here to the stage. And who's leading us this morning? Juan? Here we go. Please stand up and join Juan.
Good morning. My name is Juan. Please join me in the American flag salute. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. My name is Andrew. Please join me in the Oklahoma flag salute. Ready, begin.
I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma. Its symbols of peace unite all people.
Hi, my name is Amelia. Please join us in the Trout School song.
Okay, where are we? Okay, what are we? What do we do? Hi, my name is Peyton. Please join us. Please join me with the moment of silence. Ready, begin. Thank you.
Fourth grade, I didn't get to remind all of you, please make sure we keep our voices turned off so that people can hear their names as we're calling them out. First off, Bailey Pruitt, come up and join us. Bailey's receiving an award today from Mrs. Holder. She has logged in 100 books with her family. Good job, Ms. Pruitt. Asen Wilcox. Asen has met his third quarter AR. When is third quarter AR due? There you go. March. How about March 14th, before spring break? Okay? Third grade is working hard. In fact, there's a big pile. Third grade's working hard on their multiplication facts. We want to celebrate Amore, who has finished up her 3s and 4s. And Tara has mastered her 3s and 4s as well, both in Mrs. Jackson's class. Lily has completed her 6s. Brody has completed his 3s. There's yours. JD JJ has completed his 6s. Tristan has completed his 5s. And Devin has completed his 7s. Congratulations. Yes, sir. Sorry about that. Mackenzie Powelson, please come on up. She has finished her addition facts of 5. Congratulations. Did you get it? We do a program here called Accelerated Math. We love it most of the time. We're working hard on it. Let's see. Get it back in order here. Luke Collins, come on up. He's mastered 50 math objectives. Grayson has mastered 75. And Noah has mastered 100. Can we please turn off the whistle this morning? Thank you. How about the purple one? Go. You are very welcome. I like those manners. All right. Would you please give all of our readers and mathematicians a big round of applause for their hard work? And keep it up. Congratulations. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the menu real quickly. Because on Friday, sometimes I forget to do that, so let's go ahead and do that. 5th grade, what are we having today? With? And don't forget those. All right. At this time, we will turn it over to Mrs. Lewis. Do you need the microphone?
Monday, January 21st was Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Here are some facts about him. Martin Luther King Jr. was born January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia.
His real name was Michael Luther King Jr., but he later changed it to Martin.
Martin Luther King Jr. was the first child and son of Martin Luther King Sr. and Roberta Williams King. He graduated high school in Alabama at 15 years old by skipping 9th and 12th grades.
He then went to Morehouse College at Atlanta, Georgia.
Martin Luther King Jr. is a Baptist minister and a civil rights activist.
He married Coretta Scott on June 18, 1953.
They had 4 children. On January 19, 1957, Martin Luther King Jr. became the president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference.
In February 1960, he was a pastor at his father's church, Ebenezer Baptist Church, in Atlanta, Georgia. He made the Arrowhead and James speech on August 28, 1963, at the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom.
At the age of 35, Martin Luther King Jr. was the youngest man to win a Nobel Peace Prize.
He was killed April 4th, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee. James Earl Ray was the man who assassinated Martin Luther King Jr.
His mother was also killed by a bullet.
He was nearly assassinated a decade earlier than his ultimate death.
Martin Luther King Jr. was jailed nearly 30 times for civil disobedience and other trumped-up charges. Martin Luther King Jr. traveled more than 6 million miles and spoke more than 2,500 times.
Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech, his Nobel Peace Prize lecture and letter from Birmingham jail are among the most admired speeches in America.
Today, there are more than 700 streets in the United States named after Martin Luther King Jr.
Good job, guys. I love it that you had your parts memorized. Did you know that you're working some muscle there? Did you know that? Which muscle are you working? Your brain muscle. Back? When some of us were in school, we used to have to memorize poems. Remember that, parents? When we remember all those poems and the preamble of the Constitution and all of those things. We were building up that brain muscle. So good job. Very proud of you. And 3rd grade, we found out yesterday, how many books did Martin Luther King write? 5 books. I didn't know he wrote that many books. And yesterday I was in Mrs. Webb's class and they found out that he had written 5 books. So he was a very, very busy man, a very influential man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on Fridays, we we want you to do this every day, but I always remind you on Fridays because we are in the car a lot more. It is part of our Friday assembly. Reach up, pull it across, and why? All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a few things going on here in our community this weekend, but because it's January, we don't have as much. Do we have any announcements, though, from staff members? Mrs. Summers is out today, so Mrs. Burris will be with you, 5th grade. So I wanted to say thank you again for doing that. She came in yesterday at the last minute and helped save us, so we appreciate that. All right. Without further ado, we've got things to do. How many of you have a spelling test today? Nice. How many have reading tests today? There we go. How many of you have a math test today? Okay. And we don't have fitness testing going on, but we have what going on in there? Boot camp. There you go. At Trout, we ask you to